Think of New York City, and what comes to mind? Maybe it's the flashing lights of Times Square or the yellow cabs rushing down avenues, but one thing is for sure, New York's buildings are iconic. From the tip of Manhattan to the edges of the outer boroughs, buildings tell the story of this ever-changing city. For centuries, New York has been a place where people from all over the world come to build their dreams. And those dreams, big and small, are reflected in the city's architecture. Every brick, every beam, every soaring skyscraper tells a tale of ambition, innovation, and the spirit of New York. As we walk through the streets of New York, we're walking through a living museum. Dutch houses from the 1600s stand alongside gleaming towers of glass and steel. Elegant brownstones from the 1800s share sidewalks with futuristic designs. Each era has left its mark, creating a skyline unlike any other. So let's take a journey through time. Let's explore New York's architectural history from its humble beginnings to its towering present and imagine what the future holds for this city that never stands still. Our journey begins in the 1600s, when New York was still a young city called New Amsterdam. The Dutch, who were the first Europeans to settle here, brought their own architectural style. They built houses with steep roofs, small windows and walls made of brick. These early Dutch homes were designed to be practical and sturdy, able to withstand the harsh winters. Many had gables, which are triangular-shaped walls that faced the street. These gables often had decorative designs. As the British took control in the late 1600s, the city, renamed New York, began to reflect English architectural influences. Buildings became grander, with more ornate details. Wood became a popular building material, especially for churches and government buildings. One of the most famous examples of British colonial architecture is St. Paul's Chapel, completed in 1766. With its elegant spire and graceful Georgian design, it's a reminder of New York's past. Even today, surrounded by towering skyscrapers, St. Paul's Chapel stands as a testament to the city's rich and layered history. The 1800s brought a new wave of construction to New York City. As the population exploded, so did the need for housing. This led to the rise of the brownstone, a type of row house named for its distinctive brownstone facade. Brownstones, with their elegant stoops and decorative ironwork, became a symbol of the growing middle class. They lined block after block, creating a sense of neighborhood identity. Even today, these brownstones give New York neighborhoods like Brooklyn's Park Slope and Manhattan's Upper West Side their unique charm. Beyond residential areas, the 1800s also saw the construction of grand public buildings. Inspired by European styles like Beaux-Arts, architects designed museums, libraries and train stations with soaring columns, intricate carvings and impressive domes. Grand Central Terminal, completed in 1913, is a prime example. Its vast main concourse, with its celestial ceiling and marble staircases, is a testament to the ambition and artistry of the Beaux-Arts movement. It's not just a train station, it's a palace of transportation, a symbol of New York's grandeur. Section 4. Reaching for the sky. By the late 1800s, New York faced a challenge space. The island of Manhattan, where most of the city's businesses were located, was rapidly filling up. The solution? Build up. The invention of the elevator and the development of new steel frame construction techniques made it possible to build taller than ever before. And so, the skyscraper was born. One of the earliest examples was the World Building, completed in 1890. At 10 stories tall, it towered over its neighbors. The early 1900s saw a race to the sky. Buildings like the iconic Flatiron Building, completed in 1902, pushed the limits of engineering and imagination. Its triangular shape, designed to fit a tight plot of land, made it instantly recognizable. These early skyscrapers weren't just tall, they were symbols of New York's ambition, its drive to reach new heights. They transformed the skyline, creating the dramatic silhouette that we associate with New York City today. Section 5. A modern metropolis takes shape. After World War II, New York's architecture took a dramatic turn. The ornate styles of the past gave way to a new aesthetic, modernism. Buildings became sleek and functional, with clean lines and minimal decoration. One of the leading figures of this movement was architect Ludwig Mies van der Rohe, who believed that less is more. His Seagram Building, completed in 1958, is a masterpiece of modernist design. Its bronze and glass facade and its elegant proportions set a new standard for corporate architecture. Modernism wasn't the only game in town. The post-war era also saw the rise of international style, which emphasized open floor plans, large glass windows, and a sense of lightness and transparency. The United Nations headquarters, completed in 1952, is a prime example of this style. These modernist and international style buildings transformed the look and feel of New York City. They created a sense of openness and possibility, reflecting the optimism of the post-war era, and they paved the way for the even bolder architectural statements to come. Section 6. Global landmarks and glass giants. As New York's global influence grew, so did its architectural ambition. Architects flocked to the city, eager to make their mark. This led to a new era of architectural experimentation. The Guggenheim Museum, designed by Frank Lloyd Wright, is a striking example. Its spiral ramp challenged traditional museum design. It became an instant icon. The late 20th century saw the rise of postmodernism. Philip Johnson's Attendee Building is a prime example. Its Chippendale-inspired top challenged corporate architecture. Today, New York's skyline continues to evolve. Super-tall skyscrapers have become a new status symbol. These glass and steel giants are a testament to the city's ambition. Section 7. New York's ever-changing skyline. New York's architecture will continue to surprise and amaze us. Architects push design boundaries, creating beautiful and sustainable buildings. Green architecture is on the rise with vertical gardens and solar panels. Rainwater harvesting systems are becoming common. Public spaces like parks and plazas are being integrated into new developments. Waterfront promenades create a more livable city. The High Line is a prime example of this trend. New York's architecture reflects its diverse and dynamic people. From Dutch houses to modern skyscrapers, each era marks the skyline. New York's evolving architecture will inspire for generations.